The thumbnail for watching Borracho's whole ass? Yeah, I know. What's up, fucktindo? Fucking fucktindo. Fucking fuck you, motherfucker you. Fucktindo. Bro, that's just hilarious. That shit is too fucking funny, man. Alright, man. So, alright, man. I'm gonna wait for the rest of these clown ass niggas to join the lobby. And then we're gonna start the motherfucking mix battle, bitch! So, let's just wait. Bro, like this people, man, like something that I will criticize about like the community of mixed battle or of mixed battles or whatever is that how long they take to start. Like people say, oh, mix starts now, and then like here we are, 24 minutes later, and it hasn't started. Like I don't know, bro. We gotta work on that. Like we ain't never been late to a lobby, man. Like you can ask anybody you want, man. We have never been late to a fucking lobby. I guess the expectation is too high for them. Is for these clown bitch niggas, hoe ass. All right, we gonna see. I'm too tired for this shit. All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see who's holding it up. You're not even in the lobby, sir. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking shit for. See, man, sir be talking shit and he ain't even in the lobby, man. Nigga, you holding it up. The fuck you mean? This nigga. Barata's holding the lobby. That nigga's in the lobby. This nigga. Alright, man. So we have Team Sir versus Team Nico for today's. Because you can't stop. I don't know, sir. You picked the wrong fucking people, nigga. You're gonna get raped. Um, we have Team Nico versus Team Sir. Nico chose the suicide deal and picked Boki first, which led Sir to pick the GOAT, Betty, and Nico, the other piece of shit Nico. I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna call him expansion. I'm just gonna call him Nico. If you can't follow along, maybe you shouldn't be fucking listening. All right. So don't ask me to change names. If I say Nico, you better know who the fuck I'm talking about. If not, you should probably not be listening to this. And we have Gallo, Boki, Nico, and Baracho. And of course, I gotta give credit to Baracho. This is his live stream. This is his channel. If you guys want to see what a clown plays like, we're about to witness it. So let's see what happens. Ah, shit, man. You know what time it is. Hey, you know what time it is. It's time, bro. The GOAT's the most wanted, bro. Protect the GOAT, sir. Sir, if you don't protect the GOAT, sir, I don't know, bro. We're gonna have some fucking issues, man. The GOAT cannot be busted, bro. Like, he cannot go to jail. Alright? So, protect the GOAT at all costs. Even if it costs your life. You piece of shit. So, let's see what happens in this mix battle between piece of shit Nico and piece of shit Sir. Let's see what happens, man. The GOAT. See, is the GOAT gonna take the Viper? What is the GOAT gonna do? Has us questioning many things. The GOAT. Like, what is he gonna do next? You know what it is, baby. It's the Viper. It's the rattlesnake, son. It's that it's type of shit. Alright, GOAT. Alright, man. Let's see Baracho, man. Remember, this is Baracho's point of view, man. So pay attention, right? And his quality only goes to 720p because you know that's all he can really afford. Racho cannot afford high speed internet because he has to send money to Guatemala. So, you know, yeah. Oh shit! Look at Betty. Betty is fucking over here trying to. I don't know what the hell was Betty was trying to do, but whatever. All right, man. They got the jump on the goat. The goat better hit it. Come on, goat. Oh, they got the jump on him. They got the jump on him. Don't crash, goat. Oh, watch out for spikes, sir. Drop some bitch ass Nico. And of course, his retard hits the wall. Get out of the way, says that white Diablo. Nico on Nico crime type of shit. Alright, go. Just take it easy, go. You got more than enough time to go through the roadblock. Be careful, go. You know what to do. You know what time it is. You know what time it is, go. It's time for you to be the GOAT. Let's go. They're in fantastic position. If this guy's played their cards right, remember, Sir already used the spike, so the GOAT's going to have to either spike the entrance or inside the tunnel. So let's see what happens. There's also a second racer with the GOAT, and I think that some of them will drop the spikes now inside the tunnel. Here they come. Expansion. Nico. Good shit. Good fucking spike. All right, Borracho got through. So now this guy's he's got to give the GOAT some slipstream. This guy's probably going to try to EMP this guy. This guy should not use the jammer because Betty used it, but I'm not 100% sure if he knows he can do that, right? So let's see what Nico does. Okay, now we have a second cop in range, which is the other Nico. So let's see what happens. The GOAT should be driving just a little bit faster, but it's fine. It's fine. He's in good position. Right now, this expansion is getting EMP. Not really. Nah, but he got hit with the spike strip. See, I would have taken the EMP and keep going. Now he's gonna get fucked up from behind. They can still EMP him. And now he's way the fuck in the back. You know, he could have taken the EMP and kept running, and he would have been able to help Sir and the GOAT. But that was a bad choice, man, for him to like back out of that EMP. It wasn't gonna kill him. See, now he got EMP'd again, plus spiked. And as soon as they pass him, they're gonna spike him again if he's not careful. Watch out for the roadblock, GOAT. And the GOAT goes through clean. There's only one cop, so there's not a lot of pressure. And I think that the GOAT spiked the first cop, which was Nico. That's why you see the distance created between the two. Alright, so Sir now is backing out for a spike. Let's see what he does. Alright, he's on turbo. What is he going to do? He's not going to get help from Betty and Nico, but his choices, you know, we all choose our deaths, you know, so he chose his. You know, this is what you call friendship winning over good decision making. You know, since him and Betty are friends. Yeah, I want to take my friend Betty, who hasn't played in a while and is rusty as shit, but I want to have fun. Yeah, I don't know, man. The team comes first. Friendships are worth nothing. So let's see what they do. Now, the GOAT is still in good position, man. Like, the GOAT hasn't lost his position. But, is he going to spike, though? Oh, he's on turbo. Watch out, GOAT. They're probably going to have that roadblock after the second shortcut, GOAT. Make sure you drop it on them, GOAT. Don't hold on to those spikes. They can hurt you. Okay? Okay, they're in there. They are in there, GOAT. Fuck them up. Come on, GOAT. GOAT, you didn't drop your spikes. Come on, Rattle. You need to drop your spikes, man. Now you got pressure at the roadblock. They ain't gonna spike you. There's a jammer online. Don't fuck up. Oh, no, GOAT. Bad choice, Rattle. I don't know why you turn around. That was a bad choice, man. Okay, well, maybe not. Okay, now he's outside. Okay, now there's two cops inside. There's one cop with Rattle, and I think there was another cop. Now there it is. No, 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 that's a racer. I can't tell in this shitty quality, man. So I'm just gonna... Oh, okay, that racer should be busted. Yeah, they're busted. Okay, there's a racer with the most wanted. Okay, he's spiked. Okay, Boki gets spiked. Now we have Betty with the most wanted. Wait, no, that's Sir. Watch out, Sir. You're gonna get spiked, nigga. This guy's gonna get critical right here. Yep. So Betty's way the fuck in the back because she got spiked. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Now Sir is eating shit with EMPs. Comes the next EMP for the GOAT. I don't know why the GOAT turned around at the roadblock, man. Sir had used his jammer. He wasn't gonna get spiked. I don't know why he turned around. Did he not feel confident in going through the roadblock, crashing the cop at the roadblock, or what the fuck? But he should have done better. Okay, that EMP was never gonna hit. And Sir used the jammer probably, because he's probably getting EMP'd again. Hmm, interesting. There was a cop that was almost dead though. I wonder who that was, because I couldn't tell. They believe is the cop fighting the last fucking racer way the hell in the back. Okay, so here comes the EMP by Gallo. The goat is, oh, now the goat is kind of bleeding. And he doesn't have a turbo, so he's probably going to try to go back to the other race or wait for a regroup of the team. But by the time he does, he's probably going to get busted. And there he goes. He gets busted. 1-0 to Nico team. That was a bad turnaround, goat. You should have never taken that U-turn. Should have kept going, man. You gotta plow through him. You gotta plow through him. You gotta plow through him. You can't stop. If you stop, you get raped. Simple as that. Just follow Sir's line, man. Sir is always gonna push the cop at the roadblock. Always. He's gonna create your path through the roadblock, man. All you needed to do was have a little more confidence. That's all you had to do, man. Alright, so Borracho is the most wanted next. Let's see how it goes. So it's Nico 1, Sir 0. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Alright, come on, Borracho. Get away, bro. 120% get away, bro. Nobody can stop you, bro. Nobody can stop you when you go 120%, bro. So let's see what happens to this nigga. I think Borracho's gonna fuck up too. Um, let's see what happens, man. I know Borracho plays like an idiot, but during that round he played good. He played good. He played good. He said he was feeling elite today. I was like, he must be sick, you know, for something like that to happen. All right, here we go. All right, Borracho, don't fuck up, man. That's all you need to do. Don't even crash. That should be your first fucking goal of the round, not to crash. And let me see, he's using miles per hour. Okay, I never seen this technique of like drifting and hitting the NOS in a Diablo on a turn here, but he knows what he's doing. He got 46,000 miles on that bitch. He's got about 70,000 kilometers, so he might know a thing or two. Okay, come on, Borracho. Let's go, cut. They're blocking the shit out of the cops, man. Okay, however, we do have a racer ahead of him. I think that's Gallo in the GT2. Okay, oh my god, Borracho. Come on, Borracho. What the fuck are you doing? You didn't crash? You motherfucker. Get that motherfucker. Boom. There, get that racer. Get that racer. Boki should be busted. There's no way he shouldn't be. The racer is not busted, bro? What the fuck? This guy's. The cop was right there when when the racer crashed. In front of the fucking racer. How the fuck is that racer not busted, man? Don't tell me the other racer saved him. Oh, he is lucky because he crashed right in front of the cop. I mean, it was a head-on collision. This nigga. Oh man, that is terrible. That is no bueno. Yeah, good spike, sir. Ah, Rattle, don't rush, man. Fuck. Come on, man. That fucking rush just put you and Sir in the back with the racer ahead. Damn, man. Like, you guys gotta understand one thing, man. If there is a cop pressuring the fucking most wanted, he's gonna want to get rid of all the fucking racers in the world, man. I don't understand why people just keep rushing after the first cop goes. You gotta slow down, man. Here's what I say to people, man. If you see a cop attacking the fucking most wanted, back the fuck out, man. Why you gotta be right there, You gotta back the fuck out a little bit, man. Let the fucking first cop, who's, performing the attack, get done with whatever he's doing. He'll move out of the way. But there you have it, man. That's the outcome of not thinking ahead. You got to think of everything, man. You can't, it's all fun and games until it's not all fun and games. You got to think of everything. Now, I don't know if the first two cops are going to be able to take an EMP or two now. And this was a bad roadblock, man. Don't call bad roadblocks. You know, this is going to be an easy roadblock for this guy. See, and they gave him a jammer. That roadblock was absolutely worthless. He's going to have spikes. He's probably going to kill one of those cops. Whoever was following him. Watch. There it is. Yep. Come on, sir. Why would you follow him there, bro? Why would you follow him there? Like, come on, man. That's childish, man. The first cop crashes. Now this guy's in good position. Why would you follow the fucking racer knowing that he has a fucking spike, man? Ah, come on, bro. You can't be doing that, man. That's childish, man. That's just trying to do too much at once. You know damn well he ain't gonna go back. You can stay down there, man. You don't need visual confirmation of the most wanted, man. Just look at the fucking upper right corner. It tells you where he is. If the number gets bigger, he's getting away from you. That means he's going back. If the number is staying average or the same or at a happy medium, that means he's still going forward, same speed. Come on, man. He was never gonna hide from you guys. See? You could have avoided that first spike and taken this one and cleared it for the rest of your cops. Man, bad move, man. Bad fucking move. Now the whole rest of the team just falls apart. I don't understand, man. I may get mad sometimes, but I wouldn't make this fucking picks for my mix battle. So, I mean, every genius has a flaw, right? Mm. But there it goes. Another EMP to expansion. This round is over. This is there's nothing the other team can do. But this is fun, right? This is definitely fun, right? This is so fucking fun. Mm. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just giving him shit. You know what it is? He's just practicing for Saturday. That's all it really is, though. Like, to be honest, don't think of anything about this battle. This is nothing but practice to him. For sure, I mean, because he knows he's gonna carry. I mean, if anything, man, you gotta look at it from his point of view. It's like if I pick, all the lesser skilled players, this is gonna be a test for him. So I get it too, man. I'm not just seeing the negative. I can see everything too. That's the beauty of knowledge, that it reveals itself in all shapes and forms, and that's one of them. You can see it as he picked bad, or he picked his friends, or he picked this, or he picked that. It's like, yeah, he did, but this is just practice for him for Saturday or whatever. If it happens, if not, then I don't really give a fuck. So it's just practice for him. Let's go, sir. You got to look at it from all points of view, man. If you don't, you fucking up. You lacking. It's 2-0 to Nico team. So this is probably going to be a beatdown. If it's not, I wouldn't be surprised if this is 10-0. To be honest, the way these guys are playing, I mean, this is pretty much 3-on-4. The way these guys are playing. All right, let's see what Sir can do as the most wanted, man. Well, no, actually, the question is, let's see what the racers can do for the most wanted. Not the other way around. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh, man. Oh, man, sir, you're gonna get raped, son. You're gonna get hit with the BBM, motherfucker, you. Yes, you will. Yes, you will, bitch. Oh man, that's funny shit, man. But it's good practice, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's very good practice because a lot of the times you will find yourself, how many times, and this doesn't only happen to Sir like during this next battle, but how many times or how many opportunities or chances or spots have you found yourself in where, you had a team, but you were the one that was pretty much carrying the other three. Like that shit. You can either Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. You can either take it as a negative or take it as a positive. In all honesty, I would take it as a negative and a positive. Because you get to test yourself, but you have to surrender pretty much every round because you know you're going to lose. So, it's a good thing because what this does is it creates the mentality in the player of I have to do things right, otherwise the whole thing just kind of falls apart or the whole thing crumbles. So by doing so, the player comes under a lot of pressure and they learn to do things right. And those spikes by Betty were just I don't know, man. They were just nonsense. Um, so it's a good thing when you have to carry a team because the mixed results they don't fucking matter. They don't really matter. What you get out of these mixes is you get a little bit of skill, you get a little bit of patience, you get a little bit of knowledge, you get a little bit of um, what to do in certain situations. So like I said, you can view it as a negative and a positive. And I think that the positive way of viewing it outweighs the negative by a lot. So see it as practice, see it as training for the future. Because remember, when you create this mentality of I got to do everything right, good spikes, and then there are other team members who also do and have the same mentality as you do of doing things right under pressure and being the ones who have to get shit done. Um, it creates a good sort of balance because everybody doesn't have to be as concerned about doing the right thing all the fucking time because you know that there are other three players with you that are able to do so if you're not there, whether you're busted or wrecked or whatever. So take it as a positive. I know I sounded extremely negative in the beginning, but no, you got to take it with the positive side of things too. And in this particular case, they outweigh the negatives. So before people start saying, he got fucking beat down and blah blah blah, and this and that, and fuck this and fuck that. It's like, yeah, well, you know, the cup is always half empty or half full. It's all points of views, man. That's what I'm trying to say. It's all relative. Borracho. Sir, what are you doing, sir? What are you doing, sir? Man, Borracho is just eating fucking fucking spikes like Explosion was last night, man. What the fuck is this guy doing, man? Every fucking spike he sees, he's like, "Nom, nom, 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 you motherfucker, Borracho, you." Oh man, you were doing good up until all that bullshit. You lost all of your health because you ate every single spike, nigga. What the fuck are you doing? You motherfucker, you. Oh man, you are one goofy motherfucker, Borracho. Let me tell you, man. Let me fucking tell you. Oh, this nigga. These nigga. Oh, look at that jet fighter that just flew by right before Borracho entered the tunnel in the upper left corner. I never found out what kind of jet fighter that was. I don't know if it was an F-14 or 15, and great job, Betty, dropping spikes for no reason whatsoever. Um, I don't know if it was like an F-35 or what. This guy thought that guy was a racer. Dude, I'm done watching Baracho stream. This guy thought that the Crash Cop was a racer. That's a fucking Crash Racer, nigga. That's who should be picking up, not the fucking cop. This nigga, This motherfucker. It looks like an F-14. Yeah, bro, maybe. Yeah, I saw the. Baracho, what the fuck, man? What the fuck are you doing, Baracho? Come on, big dog. Come on, man. Ah, Baracho, man, you suck, bro. Yeah, I saw. Sir, 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 you fucking clown, sir. Slow down, man. Damn, sir. I don't understand you, man. I saw the twin engines. I think I saw the twin engines and the twin rudders. So it may have been an F-15 even. Definitely not a fucking F-16 or a Hornet. So yeah, yeah, maybe an F-14, man. I mean, it is an older game. These guys can't stop fucking spiking each other and doing nothing, man. What the fuck? Yeah, yeah, this ain't looking good, man. This ain't looking good. However, though, he does have two racers alive, so this is even, 3-on-3. Let's just see where they go. If they go to the I would have probably gone straight, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. All right, man. Man, Baracho, bro, he ate like 5 spikes, bro. It had to been 5 spikes, at least. Okay, at least 3 that I started counting, cause this motherfucker was just eating spike after spike after spike after spike after spike. Expansion. Why would you allow yourself to get behind the cop if you are critical, man? Do everything possible. What the fuck did you think Nico was gonna do besides drop spikes as soon as he passed you, knowing that you were critical, man? Spike you! Take it easy, big man. You don't need all that bullshit around you. Just give it up, sir. It's nothing you can do. They're never gonna take those spikes. Oh, Nico did. I don't know why. He wasn't gonna get away. So, that's logic right there, I guess. Oh, man. I'm gonna take the spikes that the most wanted dropped, even though he cannot, literally cannot get away from us. Hey, man, elite, fucking elite, man. There you go. Oh, it's the last racer. Hey, man, he's training. Remember? Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, man. You sort of walked into this one for no particular reason, sir. Hey, bro, good training, bro. Good training. Oh my god. Oh hell no. Oh man. Hmm. Sir is making Borracho look good, bro. Sir is making Borracho look really good. Good game, sir. Oh, that is too funny, man. That is too funny. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know, sir. I wouldn't blame the spikes you drop. I would blame the people you picked. Shit, I don't know about you, man, but I'm just gonna keep it real, man. I would not blame the spikes you drop, big dog. I would blame your picks and how you picked and why you picked. Picks don't matter. Yeah, yeah. 3-0 says they do. They never care. Yeah, yeah. Tell that to the other team winning if they care or not. Oh, they fucking care. Oh man, sir, you're good stuff, man. You're a good competitor, bro. Oh man. Just pass me the hooker, nigga. Oh, man. Damn, Nico. Nico's flying, man. Holy cow. That's what I'm talking about, Nico. Hopefully he can stream on Saturday. Him, Fu, and Terra. That will be the condition. Non-negotiable. Take it or leave it. Type of shit. Oh man, it's so easy to crumble. It's so easy to crumble. Oh man. Okay. There's two cops over there. If wait, I bet you money one of the cops. Okay, no, they all came back. Drop them some spot. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful play, Boracha. Good shit, bro. What the fuck? Oh, that is too good of a play right there, man. This guy just came out of nowhere, just to put himself in front of the fucking. Oh, this guy's gonna die with the next EMP, and he's gonna take it too. Watch. He's gonna take that shit. He's gonna be critical. Drop your spikes behind him if they get too close to you. Ooh, back out. Good shit. There it is. You see what I mean? This is over, man. This mixed battle. Ah, and the racer has to fuck it up, but still gets the cop, I think. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. All right, this guy is over. Don't even bother picking him up. You're never gonna get him. He's over. Oh, that is funny shit. All right, EMP him. Try to kill him, but won't kill him in time. Oh man, that's funny shit. I think one racer is getting busted. Oh, good. Pick him up. Both of them. Pick him up, or at least one of them. Nope, nobody. These guys are a lost cause. These guys are a lost cause. You know what a lost cause is? It's that when you do something and it's just you're gonna fuck up. You know you're gonna eat shit. Oh, that is funny, man. Man. Man, I don't even know why I'm doing this fucking podcast, man. This shit is boring. They're gonna get 10-0. These guys are gonna get 10 fucking 0, man. This shit is gonna be boring as fuck. These guys are not gonna score 3 points, man. But we're gonna sit through it anyways. Man, this is not gonna be exciting. We're gonna see absolutely no excitement from the other team. Absolutely nothing. It's 4-0 to Nico. It's 4-0 to Nico. It'll be 5 soon, though. It'll be 5 soon. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mm. I think that the best that this guys can do now is just try to get a point, not to get 10-0. Yeah. Yeah, the best that these guys can do now is just, you know, pray to whatever made up god they pray to that, they get 1 point. Can you imagine that shit? Be like, dear, dear creator, um, I want to ask you for something which I know you're not gonna grant me, but I believe. Bro, like, what is that, man? Who lives off of that shit? That's nonsense. I don't understand why people do it, man. Well, makes them feel good inside, I guess, right? Jesus, man. That's how boring this fucking mixed battle is, man. I'd rather talk about God or atheism than whatever is happening, man. Shit is boring, man. There's absolutely no opposition from the other team. This is just, people playing against bots, man. What the fuck? Try to get 1 point, man. That's all I would recommend at this stage. To get 1 point. That's it. Just try to get 1 point. But anyways, so can you imagine doing that shit? Man, it's got to take a special type of person to believe in that nonsense. Here's what bothers me the most about religion. It doesn't even bother me that people believe in, God or, whoever. What bothers me about religion is what they promise after the fact. The promises they make after after you die. It's like those fake fucking promises they make. It's like that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Ah, you're busted, Rattle. Like that's never gonna happen. Like I don't understand. Oh, just because this holy man said this, fucking 2,000 years ago, it must be true. What? Just pay attention where our religion started in the Middle East, in Bronze Era Middle East. Why didn't it start in China? China could already read. Why didn't it start in Europe? Europe was already being ruled by the Roman Empire. Why didn't it start in America? The fucking Native Americans didn't give a fuck about that type of shit. But give it to the most ignorant side of the world to create three different religions to fight each other for the rest of eternity for something that is not real. Man, that's that man. You gotta feel like a clown, man. Like to even do that type of shit. Oh, your team is yeah. I don't know, sir. You picked them, man. Shit, you could have picked better, man. That's on you, bro. Like that's on you, man. You picked a player that hasn't played in probably months. Come on, bro. What are you doing, man? But whatever, bro. Friendship over whatever, right? So yeah, man. Imagine that. Hey, man, it's your choice, bro. Like you don't gotta explain shit to me, bro. It's your choice, man. Like we all make. Hey, people don't care. Yeah, like I said, ask the other team that question. This guy's gonna eat that. I never seen your. Ah, man, I've seen plenty of your mixes, man. People don't give a shit. I already know, man. You think I'm giving you shit for nothing, man? I'm fucking kidding, bro. I already know people don't give a shit, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, you think I'm really gonna get on here and just fucking smack you down, bro? Come on, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, people really, oh, fucking wild. Bro, like, that's my teammate, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck what happens to him, bro. You think this shit is gonna define, sir? Come on, man. You gotta think better than that. Man. It's just practice, bro. That's all it is. All right, so yeah, imagine that, man. Imagine, this guy's dead, probably. Oh no, not, I guess not. Imagine that, man. Imagine, the most ignorant. She's busted. The most ignorant side of the world, ruled by the most ignorant and ruthless people that the world has probably known since forever, because they never grew out of that ignorance. Create three different fucking religions that hate each other, pretty much. Like that's fucking evil right there. You want to know what the root cause of evil is? It's religion and the motherfuckers who create it and the radicals who fucking practice it in today's world. Like think about this: in what in what right mind um, is killing a bunch of other people just because they believe in some other bullshit made up God just the same way you do, and then thinking if I fuck those people over there, or if I kill them, or if I blow myself up, or if I, carry out acts of terrorism, how does that grant me passage into heaven or in whatever fucking place they think they go after they die? Like it makes absolutely no fucking sense. So I mean, are there some good religious people? Yeah, I know a few. Not a great deal of them though, but a few, yeah. But overall, it's fucking poison. If you ask anybody who is not a radical but truly believes in the Torah and the Bible or the Quran, if the other two books are legit or if the other religions are legit, just watch what they answer. Just watch what they answer. It doesn't matter how good they say they are. And the smarter people will tell you this, like the clergies, the priests, the rabbis will tell you this, right? they'll tell you, oh, everybody picks different. But you can always read between the lines when they tell you that type of shit. They try to be smart about it, but you can always read between the lines of, yeah, there's difference in opinions, and they might, whatever they believe in, makes them strong, and they can even agree on some of the things. But there's always, like I said, if you read between the lines, there's always that malice of, it's all good and friendly, but we're really the real ones. And I think that shit is just, passed over way too easily by a lot of people. When you can like really sense the what do you call it? Um, the malice behind people's intention, such as religious groups. So I don't know, man. Like, it's nonsense to me. Um, I I do respect the people who believe, but at the same time I don't, because ultimately, if we were engaged in argument or in confrontation of between states, a lot of their faith will be um, will be definitely used as propaganda in a conflict. Whereas you know their point of view towards me is we should kill this fucking devil, or we should kill this fucking um, this guy who's talking shit and blasphemy and that type of shit, right? Because in their eyes, I will be the devil who doesn't believe, or the devil who goes against God, or that type of shit. So it's very interesting, to sort of start a debate with a religious person, because they will always resort to fate, I think. And the way they do so is, well, I believe in my God. You can't prove that my God is not real. I feel that he is real, and you can never win. So a lot of people think that when you go into a debate with a religious person, a lot of religious people think that you're trying to change their mind, or that you're trying to change their point of view. I'm not trying to change their point of view. I'm just there to tell them that whatever it is that they believe in is not real. Because first and foremost, humans have been around for, far longer than 2,000 or 5,000 or 6,000 or 10,000 years. There's carbon proof, carbon dating. There's all kinds of, clues found throughout nature that say that, hey, we've been here longer than whatever those fucking dumbass books say. So, don't believe that garbage. And it's evidence that cannot be debunked, versus you read any of those books and any of the miracles or any of the holy moments during those books, or during the story inside those books, you will clearly understand that there is a heavy influence for you to believe. Like, you cannot read one of those books and consider yourself part of the crew, or part of the group, or part of the whatever, without having a tremendous amount of faith. And it's sort of like the blind leading the blind, but one of those people is less blind, and those are the leaders and the different important different officials in each religious group. So it's when I feel that when I have gone into debates about religion, with religious people, I never sort of took their faith as a personal attack, because a lot of the times they will attack you with their faith, and the attacks will be very personal. I remember one instance that I um, I was talking to someone who was a believer or whatever, and the conversation took a weird turn, just like this did, because this mixed battle has absolutely no interest to me. I mean, it's absolutely nonsense. Um, so I'd rather talk about other bullshit that interests me more than this. Um, Hold on. Good. Drink of water. All right. So, like I was saying, I was talking to this person, and he goes, "Yeah, well, look." He goes, "Look. Long story short, and this is pretty much how he said it, right? And like not word for word, because this happened a really long time ago, but more or less this is what he said. He said, "Look, what's gonna happen to you after you die? will be the following. It'll be eternal hell. And I said, okay, we'll define hell, right? Because hell can be many things for different people. Um, hell can be, you know, anything from, a burning pit of fire to here's here's what hell is to me, man. Right? So I have a very like specific way of thinking about things because uh, when you think about things like in a rational way, they begin to get funny. They begin to break down. They begin to just fall apart, not work, and just start to. If you think about some certain things in religion like a certain way, first they're gonna get interesting, then they're gonna get funny, and then they're gonna get um, they're gonna self cannibalize religion. So it's kind of like they're the byproduct, and then that byproduct eats the main product that made them. In such a fucked up way, because he said you're gonna go to hell probably, and he was trying to paint this really fucking grim place. How they try to scare you and shit. They're like, oh, hell is gonna be some red guy with a fucking pitchfork, and he's gonna like poke you in the ass, and he's gonna fuck you up. The devil, right? And the devil can be also interpreted in many different ways. It doesn't have to be the guy with the goat legs, and the tail and the horns and shit, and he's red and that type of shit. So he can't. That guy is not real, man. So I said to him, I said, all right, that's cool. That you believe in that kind of hell. And I said, well, could there be any different hells? So I said, this is what hell is to me. I mean, if you ask the right person, hell can be different things, right? So if you ask the right person what hell is, you're gonna get, if you ask 100 people, you're gonna get 100 different answers of what hell is. And it's 5-0 to Nico now. Like I said, Team Surge just needs a point, man. This is gonna be a beatdown. They just need 1 point. That's it. That's all they need, man. It's 1 point. That's all they need. So if you ask the right person what hell is, you might get different answers. Because if you ask a fat person what hell is, they'll tell you. Have you ever heard this shit like in just random conversation when people go, "Oh man, I just went up the stairs and I almost fucking died. I'm out of breath." A fat person, right? And then you're like, "Yeah, 'cause you're fat." I mean, you don't say that, but you're thinking, "Yeah, motherfuckers, 'cause you're carrying 200 pounds extra body weight that you're carrying a whole different person, and there's only one of you." That type of shit. So, and then you ask a different person, right, what hell is. You ask one of those like pop stars and shit on Instagram model, one of those bitches. You ask them like, "Yo, bitch," whoever model you follow on Instagram, right? You ask her, what happens if we take away all your fucking subscribers and all your fucking followers, and you're a fucking nobody, and not no beauty company wants to sponsor you, and like that bitch will probably commit suicide. It'll be the worst day of her life. She'll make a TikTok crying about it. She'll make a fucking TikTok part one, part two crying about it. And that would be hell for her. Oh, how can I be going through this? I was so famous. What the fuck? My life. Blah, blah, blah. You ask a different person what hell is. You ask a little child what hell is. You ask them, hey, come here, boy. What is hell for you? I once heard a response that completely broke me down. Like, it completely fucking crushed me. They asked, I believe at the time, the boy was 7 years old. They asked the boy pretty much what hell was, but not in that way. Different words. They were like, "Hey, what's going on at home?" You know what he said? He pretty much said, "My daddy puts his fucking hands on my mom," and he started crying like he couldn't believe that his dad would do that. Ask that child if he knew what hell was. He would tell you that it was his watching his fucking daddy you know put his fucking hands all over his mom. So Different person, different views, right? So I gave this, more or less the same explanation to my buddy, and he goes, okay, that's fair. Okay, this guy is busted. Yeah, this guy's busted. It's 6-0. Yeah, it's 6-0. 6-0. Right? So, you ask different people, right? You get different responses. So, and he said, "Oh yeah, you're kind of right or whatever." And I said, "Well, I said 10 minutes ago. So you were pretty much, forcing me to be afraid of what hell was according to you. Because hell to me is like take my family away. That would be hell for me. That would be hell for me. Anything beyond that for me would be hell." So I said, why burn me for eternity? Or why should I burn for eternity? For perhaps something, wicked that I did during my time here. Like, why would I burn for eternity for something wicked that I did here? And he said, well, it depends how wicked it would, how evil it is or how wicked it is. I said, well, that is true, but don't those books pretty much say that, the main guy will forgive you no matter what? I mean, the Bible talks about slavery, genocide. The Quran, well, I don't even want to talk about the Quran. The Torah, they don't even believe in hell. They're like, no, there is no hell. So like they have one less than the other two. So it's a very interesting, it's a very interesting subject to discuss. Um, like I said, every no, like here's the thing though, like, I don't know who's listening or whatever, but if you ever find yourself in a religious debate or argument or conversation or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and and just I just want you guys to like pay attention to how often they will revert to faith, you know, beyond physical proof or even the slightest of miracles. They'll tell you about the miracle of life. Have you ever spoken to a religious person like in general, and you were like, and you were being an asshole, right? You were being a dick. You were like, hey, have you ever witnessed a miracle? And they're like, yeah, this one time, my cousin was standing on the edge of the fucking hill, and like this rock like fucking came down like on the side of the hill, and it missed him by like an inch, and he couldn't fucking believe it that he was alive, and that type of shit, right? And you're like, okay, well, that's not really a miracle. Or they'll tell you this. I heard this story once, man, like personally told to me. I said, can you, what's a miracle? Can you define a miracle? Can you, what's a miracle? Have you seen one? Are you aware of one? Like, what is going on here? You know what they told me? They were like, oh yeah, well, this one time there was this car that went, was driving too fast through the hills, and they lost control, and there was a barricade right on the curve where there was an abyss or a hill, and they were gonna like, go over it and die, but the fucking railing saved them and shit, right? So I'm like, that's not a miracle. How is that a miracle? Like it makes absolutely no sense. So what I'm trying to say is this: a lot of the times when you know find yourself talking to people who believe in religion, and the subject comes about, just take it with a grain of salt. They're all fucking crazy, like all of them. There's not a single one that is right more than the other one. There's not a single group of people that believe in one God more than the other one. You know what I mean? Like when shit hits the fan, they all, this guy, oh wait, no, there was a jammer, there was a jammer, don't trip, hitting walk over spikes, there was a jammer. um so yeah, man, like when you speak to religious people, just know that they're all wrong, no matter what they say, how they try to defend their religion, no matter how argumentative they get, and no matter how many, according to them, no matter how many pieces of proof for the existence of God, you show, like, to them is real. So, you know, gotta be careful with those people, man, because they start young. Unfortunately, they corrupt the minds of um, the young children, and a lot of the times in those countries that are completely, engulfed in ignorance, especially in the Middle East. um, the first thing the first thing they read is, the Bible, the Torah, or the Quran. And from a young age, remember, kids' minds are like a sponge. They absorb absolutely everything. So imagine tarnishing the mind of a young boy or a young girl at a very early age, and saying, hey, these people who believe in this other God, they're our enemies, right? Because ultimately, that is what it leads to believe. I mean, honestly, I've seen it only a handful of times, but not very often that a Jew and a Muslim will trade, what do you call it? Um, Hellos. Like if I was to say Salam alaikum, if I was Jewish, that Muslim will probably, if he knew that I was Jewish, he would probably not return my hello. So, and Christians have this animosity towards Muslims. Um, it sort of, it's so poisonous. It's so fucking poisonous. Um, because at the end of the day, they will all tell you in their own way that, hey, we're not gonna hang out with them. We can talk and we can be cool, but we don't tolerate what they believe in. We're not with that bullshit. So it's extremely interesting. So it's 7 now or 8? I don't fucking know, man. I lost count like 2 rounds ago. I think they're losing. That's all I know, and they haven't scored a point. So there you go. Nothing new. So um, it's very interesting, I think, when it comes to the topic of religion. Like I said, every time I talk to anybody who believes, I really don't pay any much attention to whatever they have to say, because it's all empty words. Um, of proof of, because at the end of the day, what it takes to make a believer out of me is not, what you know, is what you can prove. Unfortunately, that's the rule of law. And unless a miracle happens and I'm a witness of it, well, there you go. It's not real. The rule of law, man, right? The laws of physics don't bend for anything or anybody, and unless you're in a black hole, and that's a whole different story. But yeah. Now, when it comes to the world of religion, I think we should all stay clear of it. I think the more books you read, the less ignorant you will be. And it's a subject that, unless you're open-minded about it, your feelings are probably going to get hurt, because hearing somebody like me say these things is kind of like, oh, he thinks he's fucking perfect, or he thinks he knows everything. uh, First of all, I'm not perfect, and second of all, I don't know everything. I just know enough not to believe in that bullshit. So, sorry to say it so bluntly, but it is what it is, man. Like, I don't have to please anybody. you know like, not believing in God has never created me any problems whatsoever, so it's not gonna start today. but but yeah, man, think about it the next time you speak to somebody like that, and you'll see that a lot of what I say is true, if not all. Now, however, though, I will say this, man, not all people who believe in religions are evil or bad or anything like that. No, I know a lot of very, very good people who are, great friends, and awesome people in general, and they do have their beliefs and they do have their things, but you know, um, oh man, this guy see the cop go ahead and they don't use a jammer. See, man, like, this is childish, man. Like, this is just childish. Like, it's just childish. That's all it is. It's just fucking childish. Man, everybody's using jammers. Oh man, poor sir, man. He deserves it though. That motherfucker, you. So yeah, man. Yeah. And that's not an explanation as to why I'm an atheist either. Pick up Betty. Betty's busted, or should be. Yeah, Betty's busted. Um, like the reason why I am the way I am is because you know, someone said to me to say, oh, you got to see the world for what it is and for not what you want it to be. And the words sort of stuck to me and in my head, and I saw the evil in the world, and I saw that religion had nothing to do with it. It was people. Religion was just another excuse for committing atrocities against each other. Like people think, oh, fucking, these people did this and they did that and they fucking killed and they murder and they raped and they robbed and they do this and they do that and this and that and blah 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 and so on and so forth. It's like, yeah, man, but you only know about it because you read about it. Cause back in the day, yeah, sir has the Clorox ready, bro. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Back in the day, bro, like the way old armies used to fight. You think that what people are doing today, around the globe in armed conflicts, you think that that's bad? Because you see, people getting blown up by a car bomb or artillery strike or an airstrike or a fucking drone. You think that's bad? Bro, just go back 100 years ago. Go back 150 years ago. Now go back 1500 years ago, man. It was like a bunch of niggas lining up in front of each other with nothing but a fucking battle axe, a sword, and a fucking shield, man. Like in the name of God. Like it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. It makes absolutely no sense. But one thing is for certain, though. Thanks to oppression by religion, a lot of the greatest inventions of today's world came to be. Imagine if Galileo would have backed down and said, "Oh, I'm gonna bitch out of, doing my scientific research back in the 14, 1500s." Imagine that. We wouldn't have the lifestyle that we have today. So, in a way, religion has helped shape today's world, and it has helped us um, surpass ignorance. Because unfortunately for religion, science is just, it's real. It's either you can or you can't, but there is no believing. There's no oh, if I believe this will happen. No, no, no. It either does or it doesn't. Science can either explain something or it can't. And science is not afraid to say I don't know, or I that is not true. Where religion in general, and all three of them, the major ones at least, and even the smaller ones, um, will not be open-minded and say, well, shit, we don't know. God is not real. They will never say that. So this guy's busted. So it's a very interesting topic. And there's all kinds of points of views and shit, and people have different reasons for being atheists, and there are some evil fucking atheists out there, man. There are some real evil ass atheists out there, man, that I want nothing to do with. But holy shit, man, it's crazy. There was a guy, right? This guy was an atheist. I read the news about 8 years ago, if yeah, about 8 years, and this is 9-0, I think. It might be like 9-0 now. I don't fucking know, man. All right. As I suspected, not 1 point. It's all good, man. All right, but Rachos, this might be the 1 point they get, man. Um, there was an atheist who he wasn't like incredibly popular or famous. He was just, you know, he was locally known, like citywide, that type of shit. Anyways, man, this motherfucker, man, this guy, he when he spoke in front of people, people listen, at least in the city. This motherfucker started, how should I say, this motherfucker started taking donations, quote unquote donations, from people from other atheists to support the work he did. And anyway, long story short, he ended up scamming a bunch of fucking people for thousands of dollars, man. I'm talking about like this nigga was, posting, new shit every day. Like this nigga was like, I don't believe in God. Look at my chain, like that type of shit. So I was like, man, this guy is profiting from people who don't believe. So then I thought, man, this is all a scam. This is all a fucking scam, bro. Like whoever you believe in, or if you don't believe in, you're gonna get fucking scammed. Like people are gonna ask you for money. Like, oh, I'm an atheist more than you are. You should help me out because I do work for non-believers and that type of shit. Like, bro, I died, man. I fucking died. I couldn't stop laughing for like 2 weeks. It was just nonsense. I was like, this nigga, man, like this motherfucker's just going around telling people, hey, you should quit religion. God is not real. If you already quit, I can help you. Not believe in God even more, like by giving you some information or this or that, bullshit like that. People started donating, and this nigga ended up scamming. Like, bro, here's the thing. Here's what you need to believe in. Okay? Here's what you need to believe in. Forget all the bullshit, forget all the nonsense, forget all the bitches, the cars, the jewelries, the business, the this, the that, the mafia, the whatever the fuck you're involved with. Here's what you need to know, man. You either have money or you don't. And at the end of the day, man, that's power. Money is power, unfortunately, and religion controls a lot of that power through money because the amount of fucking donations, quote unquote, that billions of people, not even millions, billions, 1,000 million is a billion, you know, billions of people pretty much donate on a weekly basis. That's the biggest fucking scam. And that's how you know it's a scam. Because I'll tell you what, if I go to a mosque, if I go to a church, or if I go to, what are the Islamic centers of religion called? They're all empty right now at this time of night. They're all empty. All of them are empty, man. And none of them are doing the work of the Lord, like the books ask them to. They're all at home and not giving a shit about what happens to humanity. And I'm not saying you should try to save anybody. All I'm saying is, we're all these people that say, we love each other and we're willing to do everything, and the book is good, and the book says that I should be, a lovely neighbor, and we should get along, but they're not willing to be lovely neighbors. I never seen one of them niggas at the kitchen soup or the soup kitchen, at the homeless shelter. I never seen one of them niggas. But they're quick to ask you for a donation every Sunday or every Saturday or whenever it is that you attend. So watch out, man. Like, money is power, and the church has a lot of it, man. And when I say the church, I'm speaking in general terms. No matter where you go, the people with power are the niggas with money. Like they're not gonna flex on you with bitches and cars and jewelry and expensive trips to Dubai and that kind of bullshit, man. They're gonna be the ones making decisions that are gonna affect not only you but your whole fucking generation and the generation after you and the generation. This guy's busted. There's the point. No, no point. No, no point. They couldn't even get the point like this. Man, they suck. Um, so, you want to know who people with power are? People with power are the ones with the money. And they're the ones that can fuck up your generation, the next generation, and the generation after that, and however many generations come after you. So, the jammer didn't work for Baracho. Well, this is the break the cops needed, unless they get wrecked. Um, okay, so he's got two cops on him. So this might be the point that saves him from a fucking beatdown. Okay, yep, he's gonna be critical now. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, now rush him and kill him. There it is. 1 point. Hey, sir, 1 point. You got yourselves saved from a fucking ass rape. Oh, good shit. Good shit, bro. Rattle celebrate now. Oh no, bro. I told you you guys needed a break, bro. That's all you needed. You guys did not deserve that point, though. The most wanted jammer didn't work. So Baracho will say that the most wanted didn't work. So watch him troll. He's gonna say that it was 10-0. Blah blah blah. We already know, nigga. Shut the fuck up. so, so yeah, everybody. That's a problem with religion, man. Um, it just doesn't work. uh, Rattle about to do a. Yeah, he's about to. Yeah, man. Say comeback time is too late. Hey, nah, this bro. After the first round, it was too late. What are you talking about? Holy shit, man. It's over now. I mean, now it's gonna be over. It's 10 to what is it? 9 to 1 right now? I haven't read the chat, bro. Like, I'm not gonna read that shit. Oh man. But yeah, anyways, man, like this shit's probably gonna end in the next 5 minutes. So I don't know. I just thought I'd talk about, something more, I don't know, something different other than, you know, this fucking mixed battle. Because first of all, eh, I don't think anybody's happy. I mean, the other team is dancing right now, but it's whatever, man. Yeah. 9 to 1. Yeah, there it is. So, yeah, you guys, just be careful, man. This is all I ask. Every time somebody tries to tell you something about believing and having faith, question them. Question them why. Ask them for an explanation, a logical explanation, and also ask them for proof. You might get the logical explanation, you know. You might. You're not gonna get the proof. So like, it's one of those, premeditated fail tests where you're like, you know they're gonna fail, in providing one of the three, and it's always the same one. So it's interesting. It's just interesting. If it was okay, I'm gonna tell you something that's completely fucked up, but I don't really care because I don't really care. If we were put, if we were put, right, all of the world people, all the population of the world, all fucking, you know, 7.9 billion of us, right, give or take a few million, um, into like two groups, those who believe and those who don't believe, they would outnumber us like a motherfucker by a lot. But if they were to say, "Hey, can we um, can we separate and just let them let them go do their thing?" Like there's a lot of like smart people who believe though. That's the thing. But they're smart, like in power. You know what I mean? Like so they would pull a lot of like believers through political means as well. So that would be major, like a major impact of how many people go through that shit. But anyways, I would vote for that, man. I would definitely vote for that shit. Like let us go in one direction without having to hear about it ever again, and you guys can like talk about it every fucking day for the rest of eternity. Like let's do that. That to me is a fair trade. Like that to me would be wonderful. If I never had to hear about it. Like I don't care anything that religion has to offer, man. Absolutely nothing. When it comes to believing in God, it's crazy. Like because a lot of religions will do a lot of good work. I'm not saying they're all evil and all they do is collect money. They out there in Africa. They're out there in Europe, in Eastern Europe. They're out there in Asia and China, Eastern China because of what's going on. In India and Pakistan and the Middle East and Central America and they're out there, man. But it's not enough. And the problem is, they're fighting a losing battle. Like they're fighting a losing battle. That's all it is. Like as good as religions say they want to do, they just can't because of how corrupt the people above are. How they control the wealth of the church and that type of shit. I mean, does it really? Do you really need to build a church that's worth $5 million? Like, do you really need to? You know, because churches are expensive to build. So I don't know, man. You tell me, man. You tell me if I'm right, if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm not wrong. Like, I can't be wrong. This is one of those things that I know I'm not wrong. This guy's out. Oh, wait, no, he saved himself. Good shit. So, yeah, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how shit works. It is crazy. Yeah, man. In Salt Lake City, the Mormons, Google search Salt Lake City, the Mormons here in the United States, in Utah. You go watch the church they have. Yeah, man. It's fucking historic. Rome. Look at Rome. Like, you know who has like the most like cheap um church kind of what is it called in Damascus? The it's in Damascus, man. The holy city of what is it called? Shit. It escapes my memory right now, but you know what I'm talking about. I think that's like the least good looking one in terms of like money. So, yeah, man. And $5 million, man, it's not even like a lot. There are churches worth more money. Oh man, the goat. What was the goat trying to do, man? Oh man, I don't know what the goat was trying to do, but they're gonna win this round, I think. I'm not 100% sure though. You don't need that much money to build a mosque? Mm, yeah, no, you don't. You need even more. Man, come on, man. They're Jews, man. They like to build nice shit, bro. Go to Tel Aviv. Go to the capital of Israel. Go to Tel Aviv. You tell me if it's not worth more than five. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy, you know. I think the only way that I would accept a religious person, like you know, as not only in theory but also in practice, is that if they straight up told me like, hey, look, I believe, but not in God. I believe in doing good to the people. I believe in the development and betterment of society as a whole, but you know, I don't believe in the main guy. Like I would respect somebody religious like that. That person would have all my respect. You know, somebody who works for the benefit of the people, not the benefit of your made up friend. Like that and control the power in church because they have the option to. Like people think that people in church who hold office ranks are untouchable for whatever reason. Nah, them niggas are pretty fucking touchable. Those motherfuckers are not above the law. Oh, we should not question him because he's the right hand of God. Man, fuck the Pope. Fuck that nigga, bro. Like that nigga, that motherfucker is hiding rapists. What the fuck is he talking about? That nigga's not gonna come talk to me or anybody for that matter about fucking morale. Like, who the fuck is he? Is he the pallbearer for, you know, honesty? That motherfucker, the church covers rapists. How many children have been raped? Ah, get the fuck out of here. Not just by the fucking Catholics. Every fucking religion. Don't give me that shit, man. So you gotta question people. You gotta, you gotta, knowledge is power, man. It really is. Knowledge is power. Don't let nobody control you, especially through faith. It's the worst thing you can surrender. It's your freedom of thought, because now you believe that you're in some sort of prison within the mind. Oh yeah, no, okay. So it's funny you mentioned that, Adam. Here, there's a Christian channel. The guy has been interviewed multiple times, man. This guy just bought a $43 million G5. For for the people listening, this guy's just busted. This guy's gonna get busted. Yep, busted. Nope. For this guys, this guys, this guys rushing. What the fuck are you rushing for? Jesus, man. Oh man, they're gonna lose this. They are going to lose this. Oh my god. So yeah, there is a Christian channel. So a G5 is an airplane. It's a private jet, right? It's very comfortable, very luxurious. Uh, it's nice, top of the line. It's $43 million. You can only imagine what $43 million can buy you. And oh, how does that even happen? Oh man, how does that even happen? This guy just turned around and killed the racer coming head on. What the fuck? Oh man, that is too funny. All right, we're in for a long round. We're in for a long round. So, yeah, this guy has a $43 million private jet that can fly him around the US anytime he wants, man. You should see the way he dresses. You know who he claims to be? Claims to be Jesus Christ, the reincarnation of Jesus Christ himself. Many of them niggas have done that before. Many of them have worked for you know um, notorious crime families. So yeah, bro, I'm not kidding. Like you think I'm kidding or making all of this up? No, bro, I'm telling the truth. You can Google it. I'm not lying. So like I said, man, it really does poison the mind, and ultimately that is your best weapon. Your mind. If you don't have control over your own mind, others will come and control it for you, and the outcome will be, it'll be the end of your life. The outcome will be, you know, your destruction, mentally and sometimes physically. So ask questions, man. Don't let people, tell you, oh, it's like this or it's like that. Oh, there are kids being trafficked behind the doors, man. The other day, Israel's secret service is called the Mossad. It's one of the best. It's one of the best information, um, sort of like agency. Like it's pretty much their secret service in Israel, the Mossad. Spell Mossad, Mossad. It's their special services, special forces of Israel. Those guys uncover a major human trafficking ring in the Middle East, back in 2000, I believe. Fuck, I can't remember what year exactly. I would have to look it up, but it was some time ago. Uh, yeah, some time ago now. I'll have to look it up again. This is just information that I kept, for no reason. And um, in Tel Aviv, the capital of Israel, in Tel Aviv, um, there was a young Jewish girl, Orthodox. For those of you who don't know what Orthodox Jews are, they are hardcore Jews. Their men don't work. All they do is learn the Torah every fucking day, non-stop, man. Like they even have schools for this. And they don't want to enter their military service for Israel, the mandatory military service that every Israeli citizen has to endure. 2 years of service in the army or the armed forces of Israel. The AF, the armed forces of Israel. So they uncover a group of um, rabbi and some other high-ranking officers. Well, not officers, officials for the church, Jewish, and they had connections to human trafficking. And what they were doing is, since these men were, very high-ranking officers or officials, I'm sorry, they had connections to very good lawyers. For those of you who don't know, this is not just a stereotype, but Jews, they have, I mean, they own the world, man. They really do, because they know the law. I mean, you ask every Jew what they want to be, they'll tell you a fucking attorney or a lawyer. Like it'd be like that, bro. Just like every Chinese parent wants you to be, I don't know, not a girl. You see what I did there? Ah, shit. You see what I did there? So they uncovered this fucking, money laundering and trafficking. Yeah, bro. And it turned out that they were involved in money laundering and also human trafficking, because there's different entities that were, trafficking, poor, humans, girls, Orthodox Jewish girls. Um, oh, he's busted. Um, they were trading them, into the sex slave industry in Europe, and they uncovered this shit, and they were, they took them down, of course. There was, many arrests made, and a lot of them ended up in prison, and it was a big scandal, and how that is, they got replaced by other niggas, and they say they're doing okay, so they're everywhere, man. It's not just the Catholics that do this type of shit, man. So, and I can tell you more stories about it too, because like I said, unfortunately, I do read a lot, and I don't tend to forget any information. So there's a lot more of that, but that's besides the point, man. The point is, um, be careful. Always choose intelligence over ignorance. Um, Ignorance will get you killed. Ignorance will get the ones you love killed. Ignorance destroys whole communities. So be careful of the things that you believe in. Be careful of be careful of the people you believe things from, because their intentions may not always be good towards you. They can say that they help you, or this or that, but their intentions, you will come to find out, are completely different. So that's one thing that you should be you should be aware of, because it will hunt you. It will hunt you, and it will be the end of you, unfortunately. Like, I feel sorry for religious people sometimes, because they die with that ignorance in their head that they're gonna go to a better place. Can you imagine? I would pay money to sort of like know this information, like what's going on through the mind of a religious person who dies in peace, like at home type of shit, like they go in peace, you know, like what is their mindset, like those moments before they lose consciousness and die. Like what do they think about, like, oh, I'm gonna go to the good place, or I'm gonna go to the bad place, or do they start repenting and saying, oh, I I'm sorry for how I treat my mom, or how I treat my father, or how I treat my son, or my daughter, or my wife, my husband, or X, Y, and Z, right? Like they um they start repenting, and some of them are real, I believe they are, but there's I'll tell you what is guaranteed. Like, do you remember before you were born? That's exactly what death is gonna be like, or death. I'm sorry. It'll be the same. It's a state of non-existence, of non-consciousness. Consciousness ceases to exist when when you can't tell it's there. All you can do is repent, but of what? Like, I wouldn't repent. For what? You know, everything evil I've done in my life I've done it with knowledge of doing so. Like, I have never done something evil not knowing that I was doing something evil. Like, that's a cheap way to sort of like live life, I feel like. Because can you imagine? You go through life doing all kinds of crazy shit, right? And at the end you're like, "No, I really do repent." Like, you don't know if it's true. He can be for real, he can be, faking just to like not go the other way. Like, you just don't know, all you can do is repent, like, why would you repent before you die when you could have done it, when you could have gone over to the families you offended, or the people you hurt, or the businesses you destroyed, or whatever the case may be, and ask for forgiveness while you're alive? Why do you gotta wait till it's time to check out to say, oh, I'm sorry, I was such a piece of shit? Like, that's just a cheap way to live life. It's just cheap. It feels cheap. It sounds cheap. Like, anybody can do that then. The problem would being a good person, I feel like, and not even a good person, like, just being somebody who's useful to have around. Because that's what I want to be remembered by. I don't want to be remembered as the good guy, or the bad guy, or the asshole, or the angel. I want to be remembered as somebody who was useful to have around. Whether people miss me or not, that's up to them. But I don't feel sad for my death. Like, it comes to us all. Like, have some fucking dignity when you die. take some fucking responsibility about the things you have done incorrectly. You know, like have some fucking dignity. Die with dignity. Too many times I've seen, heard stories of motherfuckers just, spilling the beans at the last second. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, and like niggas that were hard motherfuckers in real life. You know what I mean? Like I don't believe in that shit, man. They're just afraid that they're gonna go down there. You know what I mean? Or to a bad place. That's all it is, man. It's fear. Like, bro, like like you should have had that fear when you were alive, and you should have been a better person. Like, there's no need for that, bro. Like, nobody believes in that bullshit. What are you talking about? Oh, and there goes Nico. Good shit, sir. 2 to 9, 2 to 9. So, it's like I said, bro. It's a very crazy subject. Like, I speak. Remember, I have no strings on me when I speak. When religious people speak, they try to speak, but they don't want to offend the guy up there, right? They don't want to offend, daddy, because, God forbid you say the wrong fucking thing. Like that. See, I don't have that weight on my shoulders, man. I can say whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, like without fear of punishment, because there will be none. Here's the thing, man. Do you think that for the evil shit I have done and said in my life, do you think that I deserve to burn in some type of hell or some type of, or some type of eternal punishment more than somebody who has murdered another person, but they repent at the very end and I didn't? Like that shit to me is contradicting, man. That shit to me is very contradicting. Like here's a guy who raped a girl. And at the end, he goes, no, 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 I'm for real, and I'm for real, I'm for real, and he feels it in his heart, and he dies with the hope of, you know, having done the right thing at the last second, and and it's my turn, and I go, oh man, I said some pretty nasty things to some people over a game, or in real life, or this, but I never raped a girl, and they go, yeah, Wild, but you didn't repent, so guess what, bro? You're gonna meet the red guy with the horns that you were talking about during that mixed battle on January the 25th. Like, so, shit, man. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I'm not wrong. It's crazy, bro. Like I said, I don't have those strings on me, so I speak freely and openly, man. Like I said, without fear of punishment. That's another thing too, man. Have you ever heard a religious mother how they discipline their kids? Man, they bring religion into the fucking conversation immediately. If you don't shut your fucking mouth, fucking fucking baby Jesus is gonna be pissed at you, and and he ain't gonna let you into heaven. And the kid is like, oh, what the fuck? No way, I want to meet baby Jesus. like, like, bro, they fuck with people, man. But I know that's that example is kind of extreme, but that's how it starts. That's how it starts. I had the pleasure of going to you know to church not too long ago, and I say a pleasure because it was a nice talk. It was good shit, but I knew it was fake. There I heard gossiping going around, so I was like, man, like this guy is out there, telling us to be, decent people, and bitches on the back row were talking about like this other bitch's hair and how it was nasty and how, she don't know how to suck dick and shit. And I was just like, bro, we're at church, so I don't believe that shit. But anyways, took the opportunity, man. Like I said, the talk was good. The people were bad. So it is what it is, bro. Like, it is what it is. It's a fucking joke. Yeah, it's just nonsense. Everything they say is fucking nonsense. It doesn't matter who you hear it from. You yeah, bro. Nah, I swear to God, bro. Like, see, Adam, you think that I'm trying to be funny, man. Like, you think I'm trying to be funny. I swear to Christ. Okay, man, me and my family, bro, we're sitting together, on a bench. We're being as reverent as possible, man. We're being polite, we're falling in line, man. It's a good time, sometimes, it's good to hear it, even if you don't believe it, just for the talk. And all of a sudden, this two women in the back, like they were sitting right next to me, well, not next to me, behind us. Um, and one of them goes, "Hey, And the other one goes, they start, small conversation, right? And they go, did you see such, so and so's hair? And I was like, oh hell no. Are they really gonna start talking shit about these other bitches like hair in church? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Use your jammer, you jackass. What do you think was gonna happen with two cops pass you, bro? Like, these people don't learn. The other team is fucking up. No, these guys are fucking up. Like, these people don't fucking learn. Um, and she goes, yeah, yeah. Did you fucking see her hair? It was all nappy and nasty, and you know, and they were talking shit about this woman. Like, they were legit ripping her apartment because of her fucking hair. You feel me? At church, bro. Like, and the guy up there, the priest goes like, guys, we should take care of each other, like take care of our bodies, like, don't be doing the drugs, don't be doing the alcohol, that type of shit. And it was good to hear. Uh, and these bitches are in the back, talking about, and then for whatever reason, don't ask me why, man. Like, I'm just a fucking witness at this moment. You know what I mean? Like, we're just looking at each other like these bitches are really talking about that type of shit, like that kind of stuff. So yeah, and then the conversation turns a little more mature, right? Bro, and like we got the boy with us, man. Like, we can't have him listening to these crazy bitches about how they don't know how to suck dick, bro. So like we got up and left. We got up and left, man. We just got up and left, and it's bullshit. Bro, bro, like, bro, you have bro. I don't know if you go to church. I don't know if you attend your services. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know if you attend your services. But people always talk shit at church. Like, this is a known fact, bro. Like, I'm not making this up. This is a known fact. People talk shit at church, bro. Like, they gossip, bro. And we know what they're doing. We know what they're doing. They gossip. And like I said, they're sitting right behind us on the bench. You feel me? So we know what's going on, man. But like I said, we just got up and left, man. We got up and left. Like, what's the point of that, bro? And I know what people are saying. Well, shit, it was just two bitches. You shouldn't condemn the whole congregation because of what those bitches did or whatever. And I was like, I'm not condemning the whole fucking congregation. What I'm saying is, while I was at church, these bitches were talking about that type of shit. So, that's what bothers me, man. How irreverent people are. Like, if you're gonna go do something, man, like, I'm not saying, be the best or whatever, but if you're gonna do something, like, try to play by the rules, man. Try to be a good Christian, try to be a good Jew, try to be a good Muslim, but not because you believe in God, but because you want to be a better person. Muslim, Jewish, and Christians are, that's just a title. That's just a title that comes with the territory. Everything else is debatable. You know what I'm saying? So take it with a grain of salt, man, as well. Because like I said, not everything I say is the truth. You know what I mean? So just take it with a grain of salt and just you know ro- make your own conclusions based on the things you know and the things you see. Um, and this is gonna be three, 3 points. Okay, so 3 points. Good shit, man. Um, you know, take it with a grain of salt. This is all just personal opinion. This is just something else that we can talk about. It's nothing more than that. But again, bro, you know, it's such a complicated subject that here's one thing as well that people should also realize and sort of like come to terms with. Um, People who believe will often judge or will often tell you how much they believe by how well they're doing. Like, I've seen broke ass people, bro. I've seen niggas be homeless and be like, I believe in God and I believe that He can, fucking, bring me out of this bullshit or whatever or this and that or that kind of nonsense. And then I go, all right. I come back the next day, right? And I see this man, he's still an alcoholic. He's still doing the drugs. Like change got to come from within, man. Don't pray and expect the rain. If you wanna, if you wanna make a fucking omelet, you gotta crack some fucking eggs, bro. You gotta get moving. Like the clouds are not gonna fucking split open, and some light beam is gonna come and hit you in the top of the head and be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like that shit doesn't happen, man. It never has and never will. All right? It just doesn't happen. So, you gotta do shit for yourself, man. Like if you sit there, on your ass to wait, for God to, cure whatever illness you have, then that's your option, bro. But if you don't want to visit, here's the thing. There was a case here in the United States some time ago, and I don't know if people listening will remember this, but anyways, I'll make it real fucking short. It was like this. It was a couple, religious couple, who had a kid. I believe a boy or girl, obviously, right? Well, you never know in today's world, man. Them niggas have all kinds of pronouns and shit. But anyways, little girl, little boy. This is true story, man. It was in the news. I remember it. Cancer. They found crazy shit in this kid's brain, bro. This kid was like 4, 5, 6. Young kid, bro. Young kid, right? These niggas. It was all over the news. You know what they said? We're gonna pray for God to cure his cancer. The doctors urged the family to seek medical treatment. Nope, our religion doesn't allow it. The kid died of cancer. You know what they said? You know what they said? It was God's will. They didn't even try to fight for their kid. It was God's will. That's how much they believed in God. And they believed that they were going to be reunited after it was their time to check out. Man. I mean, look, bro, I'm not trying to like guilt trip anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody sad. I'm just trying to tell you, man, religion can fuck you up. Please, man, don't believe everything. That's all I'm asking people to do. Don't believe everything. Believe the good parts, leave the bullshit out. Because let me tell you, man, that shit kills. It killed that boy. God never answered. You know what the mom said? God called him to be by his side. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's what religion does to you, man. That's what faith does to people. Um, I was listening to a documentary the other day. Um, ISIS, the Islamic State. There was a group of mercenaries going through the villages in the mountains of Afghanistan, northern mountains of Afghanistan, where it snows. About 50 strong, connections to ISIS, mercenaries going from one village to the next. They came upon a village. And this is all recorded, very well recorded by the international court. And they murder and killed every man and took the women as slaves for reproduction, of course, and for sexual pleasure. One of them managed to escape, but not in the way you think. Her name is Eklas, Muslim girl. In the name of God, she was held captive for 6 months. She was brutally raped again and again and again, but she knows how many men because they would sell her off to other, fighters of Islam to do whatever they wanted with her for 6 months straight. She was left at a village when they got tired of her. They just dropped her off pretty much as if you would drop off your shoes when you get home and go get another comfy pair. A German, I can't remember a German. I don't know what it was, but it was like a German community of people who help people around the globe. Like they go and try to rescue people and that type of shit from Germany. They heard about the case. They took her in. They brought her back to Germany, and she tells the story, man. And it's the most devastating thing. And that's just the story. What happens next is what again completely just broke me down as a person. Um, what she said, I used to pray to Allah every day that my ordeal would end, and He never answered. And she said those words. How much do you think they broke her down in order for her to question her religion? There's evil people everywhere, man, in the name of God. So, I don't know, bro. This is not targeted towards anyone in particular or any group. This is just my thoughts on what religion has done. They done good too. Don't get me wrong, man. I don't want you guys to like go to bed with, oh, Wild is such a bummer. Like, nah, they have done wonderful things. Aside from all the garbage, all the bullshit, the church has done many, many. Yeah, he's fucking stupid, bro. Yeah. No, no, they have done a lot of good things, man. They have done a lot of good things. I mean, here's the thing, man. You have to think of like the contributions of religion in a very like Betty's probably busted because she crashed at the roadblock and she had cops on her. Yeah, she's busted. All right, good game. That's it. That's it. All right, man. I ain't gonna talk about religion no more, man. Just know this: if you believe, good game, and if you don't believe, also good game. Like I don't care, bro. Like this was just to pass time, bro. I don't really care what people think. Yeah, no, this is over. I just wanted this shit to be over, man. All right, man. That was it from me. I think the battle was 10-3. Nico team won. So, all right, good game, Nico. Good game, sir. I'll see you guys later, man. Have a good night, man. Stay healthy, stay positive, stay knowing. All right. The best thing you can do is take care of your mind, and then take care of your, take care of your body, and then get as much knowledge as possible. All right. So on that note, man, I'm gonna see you guys later, man.